Hi, everyone. Welcome to my weekly live. My name is Julie Gilson, and I'm with stampinggala.com. And I already see some of you hopping on. I'm glad you're here. Hello, Diane. Yes, it was a week ago today. We had such a good time, too. Anyway, I think I have some really pretty projects for you today. This is one of my all-time favorite colors, and I love pairing it with the lemon lime twist or granny apple green, but I am using Melon Mambo, and I just love it. I'm gonna watercolor today, and I know some people struggle with watercoloring, so I'll try and give you some tips along the way. All right, so we have two different cards here, and then this is really cool. This is a box that I created, and it does not have any adhesive on it. But what I want you to know is what's inside is a really cool gift. But I bet you not too many people can guess it. And if Nicole, if you're on, you cannot guess because you know what it is. I got Nicole was one of my roommates, and she had one of these, and I said, "Oh my gosh, that would make a great um, project for a 3D item." So anyway, here are the projects that I'm doing. But I do want to say too that I have a newsletter that I put out once a week, and I miss occasionally, but I always have a really nice PDF inside it for free. So I wanted to point that out to you today. This is the PDF that I did, or the card I did with the PDF. Although it doesn't show up that pretty on screen, it's really quite beautiful. And this is a new stamp set behind it, and that's called Painted Stripes. You'll find that on the online exclusives. Area of my online store. And if you just go to my blog at stampinggala.com, and if you're on a laptop, down the side on the right hand side, there will be an online exclusives icon. You can click on that, and it'll bring you right to the online exclusives. There's tons of stuff in there, tons of products that I think you'll like. So anyway, I think this turned out really pretty, and that's the inside. And there's a free PDF that for people that subscribe to my blog or to my newsletter. So you might want to do that so you don't miss anything. All right. So I do want to remind you today is the last day to register for this month's scrapbook club by mail. So if you're interested in that afterwards, hop over to my blog, click on the scrapbook club at the top, the tab, and it'll walk you through it. Okay. So I have lots of other stuff to tell you, but we're going to get started, and I'll tell you as we go along. Okay, so we're going to start with this one first. So we're going to be doing some watercoloring. And let me see what I have here. What I'm using is the Thankful Garden and the Thankful Garden dies. All right, so let me show you here what we have. Oh, before I get started, I do want to show you too. This is my Create a la carte for this month. Although it's closed, I do have some extra kits. So if you're interested, look how cute it is. I use the Unbounded Love DSP and also the Storybook Friends bundle. So you can see how cute these are in this cute little box as well that holds little Easter treats. And you get the 5 projects, plus you get a full roll of this really nice ribbon. I love it. It's, let me see if the name, white, it's just called white ribbon, I guess. Anyway, so that's, you get that, and you also get a half a package of the DSP. So here are some, and I used almost all the patterns in the DSP. So you get 6 sheets of that, and 12 by 12, and then the embellishments that you need. So in the PDF. So if you are interested, send me a message after this, because I only have a few extra kits, and they're $45, and that includes shipping. Okay, so I think with that we can get started, because I can talk about the other things as we go. So this is Melon Mambo, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. All right, so we're gonna use a bone folder and just score that really nicely. Okay. All right. So then we have two pieces here. I have a piece of basic white and a piece of DSP, and this is in the Brights. Brights is our Melon Mambo is a part of the Brights DSP, and we're coming to the end of the catalog, so I wanted to use up some of the stuff I have. I have tons. So anyway, if you want any of this paper, now's the time to get it because we're going to be getting a new catalog and it won't be available anymore. They'll move on to something else. So as you know, we just came back from on stage and it was a great time. And I was really excited. I got to walk the stage for hitting 800,000 in sales. And I have LaSheila helped me get there as well. She put in a large order and put me over my goal towards the end. So thank you, LaSheila, and we missed you. We had a good time. And the next year is going to be in Long Beach, California. So if you ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, I would love to have you on my team because it is a ball. And a couple other things. I put out my registration for October's retreat, and I'm nearing 100 people already. I just put it out. Oh, I didn't cut that very well. I just put it out like 10 days ago, and we only have about 20 more spots left. So if you're interested, you got to let me know right away because they are going to sell out, I'm sure. Okay. All right. So we're going to put this down here. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you is we also just got back from a cruise that I sponsored, and I was having a hard time getting a cruise booked, but I think I have it. I have two of them actually, one for 2026 and one for 2027. So the 2026 will go in April next year, and that will go to, let me see, Southern Caribbean. And it'll be on the Oasis. Then the following February 2027, we'll go out of Los Angeles. And that one is going to go to Mexico, a few places in Mexico. And one of them is Cabo St. Lucas. So I will, the travel agent is getting that information confirmed, and hopefully I'll have that ready to post shortly. So Diane, what did you say you wouldn't miss? It's so funny. Diane and I pick on each other and giggle and laugh. And somebody said they can't figure out if Diane and I love each other or hate each other. And I told Diane that, and I know you're listening. And anyway, we both said at the same time, love each other. Okay, so this one is die cut with, let me show you, the wildflower designs, and this is the die I use. It has another die in the set, but to be honest with you, I dropped it on the ground and I haven't picked it up yet. All right, so that's that. I'm being honest. Okay, so now I'm just going to stamp. I'm going to take some watercolor paper. I love watercoloring. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp over here, and then I'll cut around it before I die cut it. So I hope I have 3 StazOn sitting here. I don't think that's the good one. I hope this one is. That doesn't look too shiny, so I'm betting 1,000 here. All right, this should be it. Well, I hope so. All right. Hey, Dawn, how you doing? And since Dawn is on, I'm going to let you know one of the notes here that I wanted to mention is on April 5th, I am having another card buffet class at my house. So if you're interested, let me know. It is an awesome, oh, I just made it over here. It's awesome. You make 10 cards. You get to pick 5 different cards, and you make 2 of each. And there will be a selection of approximately 20 different choices. All right, so now we're going to watercolor, and I'm going to start with Melon Mambo, and I'm just squeezing this. LaSheila, it's online now for demonstrators. It was online yesterday. All right, so we're going to start with this, and we're just going to brush up. And I like to start off with a light wash. So my class on the 5th, we'll be making some really pretty cards. It starts at 10 in the morning, and it lasts till about 4 o'clock. Or if you get done sooner, you're free to leave. We won't hold you here. And anyway, it has been by far, I think, people's favorite class to come to. So let me know if you'd like to come. Thanks, Melody. I am feeling better. It took a while, though. I did start off this morning with these cards, and I made one in purple shades. But, hey, Tatiana, but I decided to switch. Oh, hi, Kim. How are you? Okay, so now I'm going to go back, and I added some more color, and I'm just going to, oh, I need some more water because you saw my brush kind of pulled, and I didn't like that. There, that's better. So yeah, that the on stage, I still call it convention. Next year is in Long Beach, California. So I'd love to have more of you join me. We did have a ball. And for the first time, I actually got a shirt that they throw into the audience. So it was kind of cool. And I love it. And it was my size. Okay, so now this little stamp right here. Let me pull where's my stamp set? Oh, it's right here under everything. All right, see these little things in here? Those I guess they're for the centers. They worked well for me, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, LaSheila, you're going to come. Awesome. All right, so I'm just going to take this, and it just adds a little bit. Can you see? I just love it. Okay, so we're going to close that so I don't mess up and clean off your brush. Unfortunately, these water painters are discontinued right now from Stampin' Up, but I'm sure they'll be back soon when they get a new supplier. I'm so glad you're on, Kim. Kim's one of my biggest cheerleaders. Okay, so I'm just kind of darkening. And by the way, the cardstock that I'm using is Lemon Lime Twist, but the ink here that I'm using is Granny Apple Green. All right. Because when you watercolor it, it lightens it a little bit. Well, I hope so, Diane. I'm gonna kick up. I won't get 1,000,000 this year, but I'm hoping next year. So I'm gonna start doing some additional classes. So to get my sales up there again. I'm just kind of filling in here. Okay, so isn't that pretty? I just love how it looks. All right, so I'm just gonna trim this off and then I'm gonna die cut it. But the reason I'm doing it this way and not die cutting the whole thing is because I don't want this portion of the paper to get damaged, you know, because sometimes when it goes through the die cutting machine, it'll get little marks on it. So let me pull in my die cutting machine. And when you're die cutting, you need, I believe it's plate A is what they call it. No, number 1. Number 1, 2, and 3. And then the cardstock and your die. And I have to stand up to make sure I don't mess up. And you may want to put some washi tape if you're not careful. I think that's good. And I just put this over top, hold it down, and push it through. I believe on the 25th, Jerry, of this month. Kim, can you verify that? Okay, so look how pretty it is. Is that gorgeous? All right. So then this is going to go on like this. And I do want some of this portion showing and some of that portion showing. Okay. So we're going to put some dimensionals on the back. Thank you for answering that, Leslie. You're welcome, Jerry. Dawn, if you're still on, let me know if you are going to come to my card buffet April 5th. All right, so it's going to go on like this. I'm going to like this. All right, perfect. Okay. All right, then I have some leaves here, and this is in the same set, but I'm going to just cut this off here and this here, and I'm going to take this one and just slide it right there. I'll put some glue on the back. Oh, just when demonstrators can order. I think it's the 25th. I'm just second guessing myself. All right, and then this side is going to go right here, and I'm slipping it. Let me show you where I'm slipping this. Right between this little area right here, okay? So I'm going to go under here, just like that. And see how this one is kind of sliding underneath? I'm going to pull it back out. All right, just like that. Now, I did die cut this cute little die, and this is from the Mixed Labels die set. So I'm going to put this down here, and then I'm using the Saying Hey stamp set. This is pretty cool. I'm using the Happy Birthday. Okay. So I'm just going to use the Stays On. And since it's photopolymer, I can just stamp it like this, and I can see where I'm going. So I can die cut it first like I did normally. Ew, it's not very good. But another one to the rescue. I'm glad I cut a second one out. This one should be, oh, much better. Okay, so we'll take this, bring this in, and I'm going to put a dimensional behind it. I don't want to smudge the ink. Okay, and what I'll do is put a little bit of glue behind here just to stick this other end so it doesn't pop up. All right, then we're going to take the ribbon. I just love this ribbon. I love the way it ties bows. Anyway, this is black and very vanilla checked ribbon. So we're going to tie a bow and then connect this with the, just with a glue dot. All right. For those of you that have not seen the catalog, I'm sure you'll be happy with the fact that they put the Stampin' Up! Put the DSP back, how we liked it, and the embellishments and things like that. So that's kind of cool. So they did listen. I'm just making the bow a little smaller. So that means I gotta trim it again. All right. Yes, it would, Dorothy. And by the way, thanks for sending your sister to me. I did mail her a catalog today, and she said that she is thinking about joining my team. Okay, so this is going to go on right there. Look how pretty that is. All right, and then what do I do with my little gemstones? I have some more. Good thing, huh? I just had them too. All right, so these are the neutral matte dots. All right, so I'm just going to use the black ones here, and let me see. I'm going to just put this right here. I'm just going to add one. All right, so far so good. There is the outside of your first project. All right, so we're going to move on to the inside, and for the inside, this is great. I didn't cut. Let me grab another piece of cardstock. So I have 2 layers of cardstock for the inside. One is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and the other one is 5 by 3 3/4. So I always like to stack them. People always ask me why I do that, and I just do it because I think it looks better. That's all. That's the only reason. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp something simple on here. So let me bring this back in. I'm going to give and do that, and then we'll just bring this over here. And I think I'm going to stamp it up here in the corner. Now keep in mind that this is not watercolor paper. So now when I stamp this, I got to be very careful on how I watercolor, because you don't want the paper to get kind of, I don't know, torn up from the water. Okay. So we'll do it lightly. I'm not going to add a lot of water, and it will look slightly different. Yeah, it looks, I like the catalog much better than last year. And I heard that a lot. Are you guys getting any feedback, Kim? Okay, so I'm going to grab the Melon Mambo. Just quickly do this. I'm going to stamp the centers of the flowers, and you'll see the difference. Because this is lighter. It has a different look. Okay. Yes, I know. It sure was. Okay, you can see how pretty this looks by just adding that little bit of detail. Okay, so let's close this up. All right, and then I'm going to put these two together. Now, ladies, if you would like these make and take sent to your home, just place an order through my online store by Sunday, and it has to be a minimum $40 order, and I will send you these make and takes for free. But please make sure you use this host code so I know to credit it towards this workshop. And when it's not added, it just adds extra work for demonstrator support, because then I have to call them and add the host code. All right, so this is going to go on here. All right, so there you go. Here is your first project. And you can see they're slightly different, but they're both so beautiful, I think. Okay, so then we're going to move on to the next card, and that's this one right here. And this one I did a little bit differently, okay? So let me bring in my stuff here. Now this card's the other orientation. This is like the landscape kind, and this is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to fold this over. All right. And then I'm going to start off with a piece of, this is watercolor paper as well. So I'm going to bring this back in. So this is protected. All right. And then this is a large stamp, and I use this for my, oh, you're so sweet. Aw. As you can tell, Kim is from home office, so she's joining us today to first time watching my video live. Anyway, as you can see, my stamp is well loved here because I did do a class at On Stage, actually 2 classes. And anyway, we had over 100 people, so my stamp got well loved, I guess I would say. All right, so let me see. How did I? do this. All right, we're going to go right here. Well, oh, you know what, Tatiana, it didn't work because you ordered over 150. And when you order over 150, I don't want you to use it anyway because I want you to have the hostess credit. So you got the hostess credit, and then I sent you the stuff anyway. And as many of you know, Stampin' Up! Is changing their benefits program for hostesses, and now it's going to be more customer based, and it's going to roll out mid-April. So what will happen is for every order that's $20 or more, you will get 10% in kind of like Kohl's Cash coming back to you in your account and to use on a future order. Okay, so I have it all stamped. The site's kind of light, but it's going to have to do. It'll be covered up, some of it. So we're going to color again, and I'm going to show you. At first, I thought this is kind of weird, but I'm going to show you what I did, and I think it looks pretty. A big difference. So I got lots of coloring to do, so we're going to be talking a little bit. So there are a few dates that I want you to keep in mind. Today, again, is the last day to sign up for my scrapbook class to go. And it's a 2-page layout, 12 by 12. And it is by subscription. You can cancel at any time. And it is $34, and that includes shipping. And create a la carte. I showed you the bunny cards in the beginning. If you want to see them again at the end, let me know. And that is closed, but I did cut extra kits. So if you're interested in a kit, let me know. It includes about $20 extra in extra product, so you can do other things with the product. But you get 5 project kits. They're all cut for you in the PDF. It has 4 cards and 1 3D item. Hold some, it's those cute little Ghirardelli bunnies. Well, I'm glad, Dorothy. I know a lot of people think that we have too many flower stamps, but I love them. They're kind of my go-to. I can whip up a flower card in no time. So our incentive trip is coming up soon too, and I'm taking my grandson, and he is just so excited to come. So it's going to be fun. His first time, not his first time in Florida, but his first time in Disney. And I get to take him, so I'm happy. I'm almost done here, ladies. It won't be long now. I do have another stamp for the inside. It's a smaller stamp for the center of the flowers. So it looks like this. So I'm going to stamp some of these. I'm not showing up very well. Let me see if I did this, if it would be too much. I think I'm just going to do this on the bigger ones. Heck, it's watercolor. Who cares, right? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is get more water and a little bit lighter, and then I'm just going to go in between and kind of create so it looks like it's a whole flower. And it looks much better. And one last area over here. See, it looks more like a, balls of the flowers. Okay, so then I'm going to switch the color and go to Granny Apple Green. Well, I don't think you have a choice, Nicole. You and Dorothy both. You follow me, so you get a lot. You must like them because you're here all the time. You know, and I didn't even try to emboss this. You know what? I'm going to take the old olive for some. That looks good. Okay. Close this up. All right. So now this is going to go on here just like that. Okay. So if you like this video, please make sure you share it with your friends. It helps me reach a larger audience. What's that, Kim? Just doing the in between the flowers? I just love when I get Kim when I call into home office. We do have the best demonstrator support or customer service, as other people might call it, ever. And I'll have to tell you, my assistant was here yesterday, Cindy. And anyway, I picked up the phone and I was calling somebody, and I was calling actually, what do you call it? Soft surroundings. I purchased a white jean jacket, and when I got it, it was way too big. So I sent it back, and I had a tracking number, and they got it on, I think, February 15th. So it's been a long time, and I never got my refund. So the lady was really, really snotty. And so anyway, when I got off the phone, Cindy goes, "Oh my gosh." She goes, At first, I thought you were talking to Stampin' Up because she's here all the time, and I call Stampin' Up. And anyway, she goes, "Wow, are they snotty? I've never heard them like that." And of course, it wasn't Stampin' Up, but it was kind of funny because they do. Any of you that, aw, you're so cute. Anyway, it's they do have the best customer service ever. Nobody is better. And if any of you have ever had to call Stampin' Up, you know what I mean. Okay, so see how this looks so far? Isn't it pretty? I'm going to put this down right here. All right. And I'm just putting this down with glue. Kim, I told you you could come to my house anytime and craft with me. Okay, and then I die cut this, and this is a new die set. I love it. It's called, let me see, Textured Notes dies. If you don't have this set, you got to get it. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm using Thankful for You, Friend. So I'm going to ink this up. Always. We're going to stamp this. Perfect. All right, so then I'm going to put this up on dimensionals right there. Okay, Dorothy. Dorothy, I thought you told me your sister lived in Grand Rapids and she gave me her address and it is in Kentucky. Did she move? That's okay, Kim. I have a 4-bedroom house and it's just me. Oh my gosh. Some of you know Catherine Carroll, and she helps me a lot. She helps a lot of demonstrators with their computer stuff. And she goes, "Oh my God, Julie, every time I talk to you, there's a party going on at your house." Okay, so now I die cut a couple more of these, and I'm just going to trim this off. What city is she in? I forgot. Oh, she's in Louisville. LaSheila, how far are you from Louisville? Just putting that right there. And then I'm going to take this one, and I am going to cut this one off too. And this one, I got to lift it. It's going to go right here. But I'm going to add the third one because I don't like the even numbers. Okay, so far so good. We're going to tie another bow. Oh, Kelly, did you hear my stuff? I was going to send you an email too about my card buffet class at my house on April 5th. It's really fun. You make 10 cards. Okay, so we're going to trim this. All right, and I'm going to put a glue dot right there. Just like that. Okay. It is $45 for 10 cards or free with a $60 order. And they're all very nice cards. They're not like easy ones. All right, I gotta cut another piece here. Okay, so this time I'm just going to add some BYOB. Yeah, are you coming, Kim? Okay, I'm going to put this on here. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'll stamp this one too. Or, you know what? Better yet, I had this already. I'm going to put that right there in the corner. I already had it done. So I'll just glue this. And just glue it on in the corner. It would look better with a black line and not another Melon Mambo. So let me trim this off, and then I'm going to straighten it with the trimmer because I don't want glue all over. Perfect. And then it's perfect too. All right, so this is going to go on right there, and that's going to be perfect. I know. I wish you could too. All right. And then we're almost done. Does anybody have any guesses on what is in my little box here? Anybody but Nicole. No, Nicole, you can't guess. I'll give you one hint. I got it on Amazon. That's a big help, isn't it? Okay, so here is your second card. I'm curious, which one do you like better, the first or the second? Okay, now this is one of those boxes that you don't add adhesive. So I'll show you what's in here. It's so cool. If I can get it open now. Yeah. I glued it shut for the picture. Now I can't even open it. Okay. Nicole showed me these on, hey, Kelly, we were at our hotel room on stage. It looks like this. It's Diamond Dazzle Stick, but I don't have any diamonds on to show you, but it is, it cleans your ring. So it's a jewelry cleaner. And I'll tell you what, her jewelry was shining. So anyway, and see how you push these in just like that, and then push that one in, and it doesn't have, looks like that. Okay, so we're going to get started. So I have a piece of, Sheila, you could use that, from Amazon. I got it from Amazon. It was $10. You can get 2 in a pack as well. I just got one because I don't have a diamond ring. Not one I want to wear anyway. Anyway, so this is 6 3/4 by 3/4. On the 6 3/4 side, it is scored at 3/4. No. On the 6 3/4 side, it's scored at 3/4 and 6. And then you turn it and you score it at 3/4, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, and 3. Okay. So now I'm going to fold on all the score lines. And then I got to show you one little thing I got to do because I don't have a ruler handy. So I got to just use anything, but it doesn't matter. Nicole's the one that showed it to me. So it's pretty cool. Okay, I will put the link on my blog, okay? All right, so as you can see, these are evenly scored 3/4 of an inch all the way across, okay? And then down here, you can see there's little boxes that are 3/4 of an inch. So the second and the third, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, you're gonna, let me see. I don't have a ruler with me, so what I'm going to do is take my bone folder and score from here to here and then here to here. And like I said, I don't have a bone folder, so I'm just using my ink pad. I mean, I don't have a ruler, so I'm going to line it up with my ink pad. I'm just going to take my bone folder and score it. And it worked perfectly. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, you can probably see those lines right there. I'm going to turn it. I know, it's perfect. I like getting little unique things and making boxes for them. And if you have an adult daughter that you want to give something for Easter, like in an Easter basket. I know some people give their adult kids Easter baskets. So you could put it in there. Okay, so see how I did it on both ends? So it's going to go around like that. So what's going to happen is I'm going to fold this in just like that and then fold this one in. So it creates that little opening, I guess you can call it. Same thing here. I'm folding it in and folding this in. Okay, I'm going to see if I have something I can throw in here just to... Nope, that's a little bit too big. Let me see if I have an ink pen. Or a marker. Even the Sharpie's too big. Stampin' Up pen? Nope. Oh, well, nothing's going to go in there. Okay, so what you're going to do is wrap this around just like that. All right, so you're just making it like a box. And then it's easier when you have something in there. You're going to push this in. And then this one will get pushed in just like that. So then it closes it. Okay, same thing over here. What you're going to do is push this one in on an angle. I can get it. There. And then push this one in. And it keeps it closed then. Okay. So I did wrap a belly band around it, but I'm not going to do that this time because you don't even see the belly band. So it's like a waste of paper. So what I'm going to do, oh, I better get some more ribbon. I hope this is enough for what I'm doing. Oh, it is. And without something in here, it's kind of like coming apart. Once I get the bow tied, it'll help. Yeah. See? There. I don't know if this ribbon's going to be big enough. It's not. But let me grab another roll of ribbon. Ladies, one thing you are going to notice if when you get your catalog is that it's smaller and there are way more things on in the online store on online exclusives. So don't think that that's all that we have to offer, because there is so much. But you do have to go to the online exclusives. And the easiest way to do it is to visit my blog at stampingala.com. And then on the right hand side, if you're on a laptop or a computer, down the right hand side you'll see a little icon that says online exclusives. If you go there, it's easy to find our online exclusives. And of course, with my newsletter, I always keep you up to date, so you want to make sure you join my newsletter. Okay, so it looks like this so far. All right, and then what we're going to do is, all right, I die cut a little circle, and what we're going to do is just stamp. I'll show you in just a second. Oop. I'm going to stamp this right in the center. Normally I do chocolate little things, but not today. All right, so see, I have just the whole thing in that little design. So we're going to watercolor this really quickly. Oh, I got the green, and I don't need green, so I need to get this off. And I did not do watercolor paper for this portion, so make sure that you're not putting too much ink on, or too much water, I should say. Most of it is covered up, so I thought it's no big deal. So for those of you that have seen the catalog, what are some of the items you want me to create with? I am getting my orders, I believe, on Monday. So I am going to do an unboxing video. All right, so now I'm going to do the background. Okay. All right, so then this is going to go on here with dimensionals. I know you're kidding, Nicole. At least you better be kidding. Okay, and then I have this little die cut that I did from the, what is this called? A Stylish Shapes. Okay, and then I'm going to put with love. Oh, notes and totes would be great. I did, Kathy. Thank you. We have almost 100 people already. Okay, perfect. So then this is going to go on dimensionals. Does anybody want to see the Create a la carte again? And I also have my cruise projects here if anybody wants to see. I did post the PDF for the cruise projects if anybody is interested. I know, Kathy, it's crazy. Hey, Stacy. Were you on stage? Okay, so this is going to go with nothing in here. It's crazy. It doesn't want to. All right, and then this one I'm going to trim off. Oh, hi, Kathy. Kathy, I am doing a class on April 5th if you're in town. Okay, so here's your little gift box. So let me show you all the, oh, I didn't put on the gemstones. I got to put those on. It makes all the difference. I remember when I first started with Stampin' Up, I didn't buy any of these gemstones ever. And I just thought it was a waste of money. Boy, they do make a difference. Now I don't do projects without them, really. Okay, so here you go. And then I'll bring in, I don't want my stuff to get messed up. Here are those cards. And then these. I just love how these turned out today. I hope you do too. So let me show you my, this is my Create a la carte for, it's actually closed, but I cut extra kits. So if you're interested, it's $45 for the kit. It includes the 5 projects here. I just love how they turned out. Also, oh no, Kathy. I hope that you recover quickly. Anyway, it includes the 5 projects here. You get the kits for the 5 projects. You also get a half a package of the DSP, which is 12 by 12. So that's 6 pieces of 12 by 12. You also get the ribbon, a full roll of ribbon, and you will get the PDF, and it includes shipping. So that is the one that is going out this month on the 25th. Okay. So if you're interested in that, please just send me an email and I can send you invoice for $45. My email is here, right here. If you want the make and takes from today, all you have to do is place an order of $40 or more, and it will, I will send you the make and takes for free. Now let me, oh, and today is the last day to register for my scrapbook by mail class. So anyway, and then last but not least, this class, all the kits are sold out, so they're gone. But the PDF was posted. Look at, it was posted on my blog today. Look at this. I'm going to just move the camera around. You get all these projects in the PDF. So if you are interested, let me know. I guess I could show you this a little bit nicer, I guess. Okay, so I use the Bumblebee set. So these are the cards for the Bumblebee set. And then this cute little box. Okay. This is with the Storybook Friends set and the Storybook Garden. So the 3 cards and then a box. Okay. This one is the Beautiful Butterflies, a cute little box, but look how cool that is. It's like a card in a box in one. And then we have 3 more cards. And like I said, this PDF is on my blog in my PDF store. Okay, this one is the Mixed Floral, I think it's called. And a box, and then all the boxes are different though. And then the 3 cards. And then finally, look how cute this is. And I made this with the that car set, that classic wedding. It looks like a slug bug. And then here are the cards for this. So if you would like the PDF, just go to my blog and check that out in my PDF store. And that's all I have for you today. But I do appreciate you, and I appreciate you spending your time with me on Thursday nights and allowing me to earn your business. Thanks so much. Talk to you later and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.